Hey YouTube, wanted to bring you a video today, talk about a fragrance that many of you know, many of you have watched videos on, and maybe some of you are undecided whether or not you want to spend the money on this fragrance. There are 10,000 reviews of this fragrance online. Before we get started, can we just give the gods at Creed the standing ovation that they deserve? Thank you. Thank you guys for coming out with this fragrance. What else could it be other than Creed Aventus? I wanted to speak with you a little bit about my experience with Aventus. I first bought Creed Aventus in 2013. At the time, I was working at a credit union and I had a lot of time to, quite frankly, dick around in between meeting with my clients. I had some interest in fragrance. I shopped at Nordstrom's and had to wear a suit every day. My go-to signature fragrance at the time, or signature scent, was Green Irish Tweed and Terre de Hermes. Starting to Google, I think, a little bit, trying to find a cheaper bottle of Green Irish Tweed or even an alternative. I stumbled upon a new fragrance being talked about all over the internet, and that was Creed Aventus. So I thought, oh gosh, I gotta try this. I think it was the following day at lunch, I ran over to Nordstrom's, got my nose on it, and was just like, what is this? This is so unique. I remember spraying it on my skin, going back to work, and immediately walked past a female coworker, and she goes, oh my God, you always smell nice, Brian. What is it you're wearing today? I said, it was this new fragrance called Aventus. She said, oh, I want to buy it for my boyfriend. I don't think she ended up buying it for her boyfriend when she went back and Googled it. Nonetheless, so that was my start with Aventus. From there, I think it was a month or two later, I found a coupon and found it at a discounter, and I got my first bottle. It was a 120 ml of a 2013 batch. Paid $175 for it. Thought, wow, this is a steal. It instantly became my signature scent. Again, I wore a suit every day. When I was in a suit, I was wearing Aventus. That bottle was gone pretty quickly. Went back to wearing Green Irish Tweed, Terre de Hermes, and Bleu de Chanel. And missed having Aventus in my wardrobe. So ended up buying another bottle. I think it was late 2014. It was a 2013 batch, paid significantly more for it at this time. But I noticed the compliments were starting to kind of go away a little bit, and I miss Green Irish Tweed. I got a lot of compliments wearing Green Irish Tweed. So I went back to Green Irish Tweed. That 2013 or 2014 batch lasted me quite some time. Ran out of it about 6 months ago. I've been wearing some Aventus clones here and there, so I didn't necessarily feel the need to go out and get a new bottle. Recently, I had sold, I think 8 or 9 different bottles in my collection and was able to pick up this 2019 batch of Aventus. Here's what I'll say about the newer batches. Now, just to preface it, I am not a batch snob. I really don't care. It all smells like Aventus to me. What I will say is this, my earlier batches had better longevity than this batch does. There's no denying that. But unless you're willing to fork out some big bucks online, there's no need to go out and rush out and buy a vintage. I fucking hate that. A vintage bottle of Aventus, it's 5 years old. To buy an older bottle of Aventus. So for those of you that maybe you're reading about it, maybe you have a friend that has it, someone told you to get it, here's where I recommend you start. Join some of the fragrance swap communities on Facebook, or join even some of the Aventus communities. There's some great ones out there, and there's some crappy ones out there too. Buy yourself a decant. Start with 15, 20, 30 mLs. You will like it. Don't get caught up in batch this, batch that. It's all the same. My review of Aventus is gonna go, it's real simple. It's gonna go like this. Aventus is a fragrance you can wear year-round in any climate. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I'll wear it in the summer, I'll wear it in the winter. It works year-round. In the summertime, I limit myself to 2 sprays. In the winter, I'll use 4 sprays of Aventus. Aventus gives me a very nice, very pleasant, woody, fruity, pineapple-y scent on my body. It smells like quality. It smells, when I think of quality fragrances, Green Irish Tweed, to me, that is quality. Aventus mirrors that. Like I said, I've been wearing some clones the last, I don't know, couple of years. I've tried everything from Armaf's Club de Nuit Intense. In my opinion, the best clone out there. It's probably the cheapest clone out there as well. I've also tried the Parfums Vintage. I had X Batch, I had their latest offering. I forgot what it is. Or not, Pineapple Intense, not their latest offering, excuse me. Both good. I would say both of those are 75, 85% Aventus. I believe our Moth Club de Nuit Intense, I think it's closer to 90% Aventus. If you are, let's say, a college student, do not get caught up in this fragrance game. Do not go broke. If you have credit card debt, do not go out and buy Aventus. My recommendation, go buy our Moth Club de Nuit Intense. Even people that wear Aventus are not going to know it's not Aventus. The only person that's going to know are the snobs on Base Notes, the snobs on the Facebook community, and even then, I don't know if they're going to know. I worked with the gentleman, big fragrance head, huge Aventus lover, just a Creed lover. His signature scent was Viking. Anyways, I wore a Moth Club de Nuit Intense around this guy 5 days a week for months. Told him I was wearing Aventus, told him I was wearing a 2015 batch of Aventus. He had no idea. Finally, I told him, I said, hey dude, I'm wearing a clone. This isn't even real Aventus. And what he said to me was this: I suspected that because you project better with whatever you've been wearing the last few months than you ever have. But it smells phenomenal. So again, don't go broke on Aventus. If you can't afford a decant, you can't afford a bottle, just go buy a clone. Is it worth getting? Sure. If you're someone who's established, has some extra money to throw at a nice expensive bottle of cologne, absolutely. It's fantastic. Don't pay retail. There are plenty of discounters out there, and there are plenty of people through reputable communities on Facebook that are selling Aventus. You guys, that's all I have for you today. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience with the King and let you know where I'm at with it. I'm not a batch guy. I don't care. I just like Aventus, plain and simple. It gets you compliments. Women will ask you what you're wearing. What's funny is you're gonna get more men asking you what you're wearing. That's all I have for you guys. Have a great day. One more thing. None of this matters. None of the fragrance stuff matters if you have bad breath. I know someone who wears nice fragrances, designer fragrances. And every time I talk to him, his breath stinks. I don't ask what he's wearing. I just want to offer him some gum. You guys, use Listerine, floss your teeth, brush your teeth twice a day, 3 times a day. It's not going to hurt you. If you're willing to invest money in how you smell and hundreds of dollars, and come on YouTube and listen to someone like me describe a fragrance you can't smell, invest $10 in some toothpaste, floss, and Listerine. It's going to go much further with your fragrance game than anything else will. You guys, that's all I have for you. Hope you're having a great day.